The new event, Garden of the Witch in Update 2.3 dropped today in Hunt Showdown 1896, and this is 20 things you didn't know that were coming in this update. Also, I will be doing a game key giveaway starting tomorrow over on my Twitch, so make sure you guys subscribe here and then go over there, leave a follow so you can join the giveaway. Also, if you guys want to go above and beyond, consider showing some support over my Patreon or my YouTube channel membership program. As well, I offer one-on-one coaching over there, and thank you once again to all my patrons. I appreciate all of you guys. With that being said, let's get into the video. The first change you missed is that the Maynard Dum Dum is now scarce. You can no longer buy this in the menu. You have to find this in the game. This is an amazing change, and I'm very, very excited for this because I do think that the Maynard Dum Dum was a little OP. The second change is that the special ammo boxes that you can equip in game to your guns are always going to spawn at watchtowers and apparently arsenals. However, when I was looking for footage for this, I found out that the Wolf's Head Arsenal actually didn't have any special ammo box in there. As you guys can see, there is no custom ammo in here, and I am at Wolf's Head Arsenal. Interesting. So it's not a guarantee like the patch notes say. The third change you missed is that dark sight interactions were changed in the duration it takes to interact with them. Here's all the changes on screen now. Pretty good changes overall. The fourth tip that you missed in update 2.3 is that dynamites and explosives actually now go off when they hit fire. So if you want to shoot a lantern or there's just fire on the ground and you decide that you want a quicker kill, just throw it at the fire and it will be an instant detonation. This is actually pretty solid now for sticky bombs because these have a very long fuse time. And now you can use these a little more like a regular dynamite if you can throw them at a lantern or something that is already on fire like this. It's a pretty cool change in my opinion. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments below. The fifth change is that the spear actually got its price reduced to 80 hunt dollars. So this is back on the menu. Very, very good. And it can also one-tap enemy hunters to the arms now. So the spear getting a buff. Very, very nice. What are you guys going to be using? The spears, the throwing knives, or the throwing axes? Let me know in the comments down below. As well, if you guys haven't liked at this point, what are you doing? You definitely need to. If you want to see any more of this type of content, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more of this in the future. The sixth change is that the Haymaker got a price reduction all the way down to 279 hunt dollars. So this is definitely a good bargain, in my opinion, for any 2-slot long ammo option. And it also comes with a good old shotgun, of course. So definitely a good change, and we'll see how much it's used. The seventh change you missed is that the Scotfield and the conversion pistol both have the Dum Dum special ammo returned to them. So now you can buy them in the menu and take them in at your own leisure. The eighth change that you missed is that they changed the sound effects for certain things in the game, and most notably when you are falling on different surfaces and vaulting like this. The ninth thing you missed is that the Officer Carbine Deadeye actually had its recoil reduced by a lot. This thing is a beast now with almost no recoil. This is going to be a lot of fun to try out in games. Let me know your guys' thoughts on that as well. The 10th change you missed is that the Dark Dynamite Satchels take less time now in Dark Sight to use. They are going down to 1 second, which is actually pretty good considering how bad I feel these are. I think that it's pretty good now. It might be worth taking. However, it's still pretty easy to hear when you get close to them, and I think that's a big turnoff for these. The 11th change you missed is that slugs for the Crown and King are now going to be scarce, so you can no longer buy these, only find these in the game. And yeah, this is kind of a nerf for the Crown and King because the slugs with the Crown and King, in my opinion, is the best shotgun in the game. Very, very solid. And I think it's actually a good change. The 12th change is that the Cho Canoe got its muzzle velocity increased from 100 to 125. I personally don't think that this is a big deal because this is very underpowered, but in the right hands, close quarters, this thing can demolish some people. So what's your guys' opinions on it getting a little faster? The 13th change is as well with the Chocanu, and this is just the reserve ammo capacity with the explosive ammo was taken from 10 to 5. I think this is a good change because this is just too spammable, and yeah, you don't need more ammo in my opinion. And I think it's perfectly fine now. Probably shouldn't be in the game though, as far as this ammo type. The 14th change you missed is that the pullout damage has been increased from 14 to 42 on things like the arrows. And now that's going to be mainly to the upper torso, but for the example, it's not going to allow me to show 42 damage the upper torso, just like that. But this should ensure that as long as you can hit somebody in the center mass, if you can get the pullout, it will most likely kill them every time. Now, if you're hitting arms or legs, it's going to be a little harder, of course. Anything like this is going to be a kill. Blademancer does not do any damage when you pull it out of an enemy hunter. The 15th thing you missed is that Rotjaw only drops 1 token now and is always going to drop 1 scarce trait. The scarce trait should float above water. Her corpse is still here because she instant banishes. There's no banishment time on Rotjaw. So yes, those are the few changes for Rotjaw. She or Hellborn will spawn 100% of the time if it is a single bounty contract without a sealed token at the rare supply point. The 16th thing you missed is that the old weapon boxes from old events that you could find at supply points are no longer in the game. They have completely removed them. As you can see, there are none at this rare supply point. That's where they probably would have spawned if they were in the game. So none of these supply points are going to give you that, and this one won't as well. It is completely out of the game. The 17th change you missed is that long ammo weapons now have a reduced hipfire spread, so it should be a little easier to hipfire at a medium distance with long ammo weapons. I don't really understand why this was changed. I don't think this needed to be at all, but yes, let me know what your guys' thoughts on this topic is in the comments below. The 18th thing you missed is that the Crag variants have all been increased in price, roughly around $100. So it's going to be a little more expensive when using this beast. However, I think it's one of the best rifles in the game and probably deserved a price increase. What do you guys think about this change? The 19th thing you missed is that the throwing knives got nerfed a little bit, and they cannot kill a horse just by hitting them anywhere on the body. You have to specifically hit them in the head or hit them twice with the throwing knives. The 20th thing you missed is that all the regular supply points around the map have a reduced spawn rate for the sealed cash register. However, the rare supply point that is always going to be marked on the map with this green little icon is always going to spawn 1. So if you're looking to run for the sealed cash registers, just come to this one every game and it should be a good amount of money for you.